the Christian aspect of the school was definitely one of the reasons why I chose to go here, specifically the Nazarene aspect. I grew up in the Nazarene church in France, and so part of it was feeling this familiarity, knowing that there would be people who knew a little bit of what I knew, and also feeling like I would feel more safe in a community of Christian people. Yeah, I think it was also good for my parents because they felt like I was in a safer place. So that was good for them too. But I think for me it felt a little less like stepping into the unknown than going to a state university.
Senior year of high school was COVID, which was a little different. But I knew I wanted to go to a Christian school in California. So that narrowed it down, and then I wanted to be at a school where I could be competitive for athletics, a Division II. And then Point Loma really checked a lot of those boxes. And a big reason of why I came here was right before COVID happened, I visited the school and I got to stay with a student athlete, and she just made a world of difference. I remember going to practice and they prayed before practice, and coming from a public Christian school that was, public high school, that was insane to me. Like I couldn't imagine like faith being melded with athletics or being melded with my school. And I kind of just fell in love with that aspect of it.
Yeah, I went to high school with pretty much no Christians, and so coming into school here, I really felt the difference of being around other people who believe the same thing as you do, but also want to be better people and want to look like Christ more. And so I think what makes this place special is that it's something different to grow as a person around other people who encourage you and are struggling with you. Just having this support system is really important. And we have such small classes that professors know you, they care about you really. And so that's also an added part of it, is just you have so many people around you that care and want to help you and are open to it.
I feel like when I entered college, most people said that you wouldn't be friends with the friends that you are friends with your freshman year. That you find your real friends later down the road, sophomore, junior year. But for me, that was not the case at all. I've been friends with the same 10 guys I've been friends with since freshman year. We all lived together in Hendricks. We lived together in Young, sophomore year, and now we're all living together in Flex. And I feel like it's not that uncommon at Point Loma. I think the fact that the school is a little smaller, I feel like community and the fact that it is faith-based means a lot of people's values are more aligned.
I've seen my friendships and my life at Point Loma change because of the friendships I've made. And I do think it's because there's such a high quality of people here. I found people who love to be outdoors and active, but who are also really passionate about their faith. And they've pushed me, and we encourage each other to grow. And that's just been the biggest blessing.
I think something that I've seen a lot in my friends that I've met here specifically is how willing they are to open to other people and welcome anyone in their midst. And I think that's something I really admire about all of them, is that it feels like an open door policy. It's like everyone is welcome and we want to love everyone. And I think that's a trait of Jesus that is not always easy to apply. And it's so easy to judge and just kind of want to stay with people who are like you. And that is something that I really loved finding here and just learning more about.
Yeah, I think it's easier to become integrated with the school. I know I'm more of an introvert, so it's harder for me to, I guess, make friends and come out of my shell. But the fact that Point Loma, I felt everyone was very welcoming and nice, and honestly seeking genuine relationships with each other. So that really helped me break out of my shell, I feel like, and join programs like rugby and join programs like become a student leader with Ministry of Mexico, just to put myself out there. I felt that was easier with the community at Point Loma because of how I feel like everyone, it feels genuine. that people are actually interested in you, people actually want to know you. Yeah, I think that's a really good thing.
I think something that's special about Point Loma is the close-knit community. So even if we are student athletes with incredibly busy schedules, because we have a small community who cares for one another, it feels like one big family. And so as a student athlete, someone who travels a lot and maybe doesn't get to be a part of as many things, I think just the atmosphere that Point Loma has makes it easy and welcoming for us to be a part of that community. And it's sweet because your professors know you, your classmates know you, and so because of that close interactions and relationships that you build with those around you, like they support us really well when we are away, when we do have games, and they show up and encourage us.